What is good, guys? Welcome to another educational trading video that goes over just like big major concepts. If you guys want to learn how to like just start trading from like the base, the fundamentals, I'm currently have like two bootcamp series. One of them is currently going on right now, bootcamp 2.0, bootcamp 1.0, or just regular boot camp. Pretty much goes over like all the fundamentals, like my execution points, my strategy, all that stuff to help you guys get into trading and actually learn how to take trades like me without having to pay any money. Guys, this is essentially like a free course put on YouTube that most people would charge like $500 to $2,000 for. So if you guys want to learn about that stuff, make sure you guys check that out. But these videos are going to be more like going over just like basic concepts that can hopefully help improve your guys' psychology and just help improve your guys' mindset when going into trading, or just like going over some tips and tricks that I've learned along my journey. Along with that, I would like to shout out the new broker that I'm now affiliated with, AirFX. I left the old broker that I was with. They weren't really offering great spreads or fills on indexes, which funny enough, like I've moved away from indexes now, but the Forex spreads and fills and commissions are still better than what I was doing before. So if you guys want to check that out, the link is in the bio. I'm giving out all this free content. The least that you guys could do would be check out the broker that I'm using. If you guys do trade Forex, if you guys trade indexes, if you guys trade commodities, they even offer crypto. Least that you guys could do would be check out the broker that I'm working with. And I don't even want you to put money in there, just check it out, compare it to your broker, see how it compares. I switched over there for a reason, right? Like I switched over there, because it's going to help improve my trading. It's not going to turn you profitable. That's for sure. Switching brokers is definitely not going to turn you profitable, but it can be like one of those small little edge things that can help put you guys over. So that being said, if you always want to check out that new broker, AirFX, okay, the link is going to be in the bio. It's going to say broker, click it, tap in. Okay, moving forward. This video is going to be going over how I can lose $20,000 pretty much in a day without getting emotional, without like getting upset, without grabbing a monitor and throwing it into a wall, and going crazy, right? To you guys, $20,000 in a day would be nuts. That's sometimes people's like yearly salary. And to you guys, you're probably thinking, wow, this dude's like full porting every single trade. Or like you see some of my wins that are like 40, 60K and you're like, wow, this dude, like there's no way this is like possible. But it's actually just using risk management, and it all just depends on capital. So that's kind of what I want to get into today, talking about risk management and not really necessarily focusing on the monetary value, but focusing on percentage, risk to reward, and probability within the market, because that's really what your main focus should be. Because if you can nail all three of those things, boom, money's going to come your way. All right, so for me, right, I'm following my risk management plan. I'm following my trading plan, and for me, like I can lose $20,000 in a day, and I'm emotionless. This is me. Boom. Like what's that thing like trading do? Like order filled, and then like boom, like stop loss filled. I don't even know. Like stop loss filled or whatever. Stop loss hit. This is me. Okay, and then like same thing, take profit gets hit, 40K, straight, boom, straight to the broker, boom, same day withdrawals, same face. Let's go. Same face though. So this is how you guys can get to that point, even if you're not, obviously making or losing that same amount of money, but I'm here to tell you guys that, like, hey, if you can focus on risk to reward, percentage gain, and probability, you will be able to climb up. You'll be able to use compounding interest. You guys will be able to compound your account to get up to those numbers and still remain emotionless, as long as you guys can master your emotions while dealing with a lot less money. So let's get into this right now. Let's say you guys have $100 account. Okay, we'll keep it real simple. $100 is in your account. I want you guys to risk 1 to 3% per trade. Okay, so right, what's that going to be? $1 to $2 or $3 per trade, right? That means you enter the trade, and if you get stopped out, you're losing maximum $3. Are you going to be tripping about $3 lost? If you are, you probably shouldn't be trading. Okay, let's say you have a $1,000 account. What are you going to be risking? 10, 20, $30 loss. Okay, if you lose $10, are you going to be tripping about it? That's less than a meal out in the U.S. Okay, that's way less than a meal. That's half of a meal. That's a side. That's like that's a that's a protein shake in the U.S. Okay, so this is how you guys are able to build up your emotions by dealing with these small numbers first, and by doing that, you're not going crazy and like screaming by when you full port and like let's say you have $1,000 account and you flip it on one trade. Odds are you're going to chase that high, keep chasing, full port, boom, until it backfires, take a loss, and boom, whole account is gone. So we're trying to help you guys avoid that by teaching you guys risk management, how to manage your emotions correctly. Okay, I really don't want you guys to be risking over 3% of your account, because from there, like, you guys can get real emotional. So what I want you guys to do is start slowly building up that capital, work on just percentages, focus on risk reward, focus on, probability within the market. And if you can be profitable with $1,000, you can be profitable with $1 million, right? It's really all up to that, right? A profitable trader with 100K is no different than a profitable trader with $100. Okay, as long as their risk management is in check. If their risk management is in check, like maybe someone that's dealing with $100, their senses and their emotional capacity isn't necessarily built up for that 100K account yet, right? Because before they were dealing with losing $1, $2, $3, and then they jump into losing like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. But still, you get what I'm saying, right? It's still the same percentage. So if you have 100,000 to play with, you're going to be a lot more apt, and you're going to be like, cool, like I lose $1,000. It's the same ratio as having $100 in your account and only losing $1. Right? Or $2 or $3. Okay, so that's how I want you guys to think about this when you guys are trading. All right, think about it in percents. Okay, like if you guys can make 10% a month, right? That's what most prop firms like want you guys to shoot for. And we're gonna get into that later, talking about how you guys can leverage prop firms to end up getting to these higher capital amounts. Like later on, once you can prove that you're profitable. So, and we'll honestly get into that right now. Honestly, like all I want you guys to do is prove to yourself first on demo, right? Give me like 3 months of straight profitability on demo. If you guys can prove that on a demo account with like fake money, because there's literally no emotions involved, right? You're trading with fake money, you're winning fake money, you're losing fake money. You should not care, right? Maybe you get excited because you're like, oh, I'm winning and I could be making real money, and then you jump into a live account. That's a terrible decision. Okay, I want you guys to stay profitable. Give me like 3 years of profitability on a demo account, and then from there, perfect. We'll scale into a live account with super low amount of money, okay? Because you haven't dealt with losing money in the markets yet. So jump in with like $100, bro. Right? Get used to losing $1 per trade, or $2 or $3 per trade, because you will be emotionless if you're losing that money, right? If you lose $1, $2, $3, you shouldn't be tripping over that. And if you are, you probably shouldn't be trading in the first place. You should be, like filling out a job application for McDonald's or whatever fast food place, or, like maybe ask for $1 like a homeless person on the street, because that's pretty serious if that's like an issue for you. But anyways, from there, right, scale into that $100 account. And then same thing, I want to see 3 months of straight profitability, making good percentage gains on that $100 account, so you can build up those emotions, that emotional tolerance of saying like, okay, cool, I lose $1, I'm unfazed. I'm not going to rage because it's a little amount of money. And as that keeps going, your account will compound. Okay, so give me like 3 months of profitability on that $100 account, and then from there, scale up to a slightly larger account, right? Maybe you have like $1,000 to play with. Cool. Now you're dealing with $10 losses, $20 losses, $30 losses. See how we're starting to compound, and we're still keeping those emotions in check by using risk management, right? So now we got a $1,000 account. You're losing $10 a trade. Still should be unfazed, because it's that still same ratio and percentage loss every single time you trade, right? We're not focused on the money, we're focused on percentage, and we're focused on the ratio that we're losing per trade. All right, and then from there, if you can be profitable on like a $1,000 account for 3 months straight, I do not see any reason why you should not just jump into a funded account, pass the challenge, because if you can go 3 months being profitable on demo, 3 months being profitable on $100, 3 months being profitable on $1,000, you're going to pass a funded account with ease, get 1 or 2 payouts from those funded accounts, okay? And from there, you're managing big money, okay? Like you're managing anywhere up to like, some funded accounts can go up to like $1 million, bro. You're making 10, 20, 30K per trade. You're doing what I'm doing, okay? You're dealing with big money at that point, all right? Like in even some funded accounts, it's like $100,000, right? You're making $1,000 per trade. You're making $2,000 per trade. You're making 3K per trade. You're losing $1,000 per trade. You're losing 2K per trade. You're losing 3K per trade. Okay, but again, what is it? It's still that same risk to reward ratio. It's still that same percentage. Okay, so in just summary of this, okay, I really want you guys to just focus, especially at the beginning of your trading career. This was like the biggest mistake, and honestly, a lot of people get into trading because it's a get rich quick scheme. You know, people jump into trading and they're like, cool, I'm going to get rich quick. That, like, you know, if that's why you got into trading in the first place, okay, like that's fine, but you need to shoot that down real quick. You need to kill that like immediately, okay? Because if you think you're just going to, you know, jump right in and just like make a bunch of like make 100K in a month within your first month of trading, that's just not going to happen. What makes you think you have the capital to do that, and what makes you think that you have the skill to do that, right? That's why we need to start on demo. That's why we need to move to that $100 account. That's why we need to move to that $1,000 account, and then that's why we need to move to a funded account so we can get used to losing no money, $1, $10, and then $1,000 or like $100, right? Or like $10,000, right? Because once you can build up that emotional stability of being able to lose money within the market and not being emotional, because you know at the end of the day, at the end of the month, at the end of the year, you are going to be profitable, nothing should be stopping you, right? Because you built up that confidence that you prove to yourself, saying like, hey, if I lose today, it doesn't matter, right? Because I know my percentage and I know my risk to reward and I know my probability within the market, right? What is that? The 3 Ps: percentage, probability, risk to reward, profit, wait, profit loss to profit. I'm reaching. PPR, percentage, probability, risk to reward. There you go. So I appreciate you guys. Little quickie. Wrap this up real quick. Focus on percentages, focus on risk to reward, focus on probability within the market, and build up that emotional stability so you guys are able to trade profitably with large amounts of capital. Once you guys are able to build up your capital to that point, remember, start off small so you get used to losing small amounts of money, and then from there, when you start making money within the markets, remember, we're focused on the skill, we're focused on making money over time. We understand that this isn't going to happen quick, but if we can learn the skill, we can then, in turn, the money's going to come in. All right? That being said, I appreciate you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one.